team. With Seattle's loss, they're 2-8 now. San Antonio is at the top of the standings there. West is not doing that great. None of the teams are excelling, so it's going to be close with the West. With the East, you got teams that are excelling, but we still have, like, Denver. They're the first seed right now. San Antonio is the second seed, but these two are tied. This team is in it. LAS hasn't played many, but I like how this is going right here. These three fighting, and then LAW locked at 7. I would like to see LAW at 4 or 5 at the end of the season if they're having a struggling year, So, they're on a 2-game winning streak, so we'll see how that fits into the schedule. With LAW, they're playing actually up next, which is a nationally broadcasted game. They'll be at 12:30 now, it looks like. But yeah, maybe 1. And yeah, there you go. You got your next game.
Well, it probably wasn't easy getting that dressed up, but now the real work begins as they get set to defend their home territory. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Ryan Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. A game back. Now the starting group for the visitors and for the Stars. All right, Grant, here we are in mid-season. Tell me how players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA schedule.
NBA, it is definitely a grind. As they say, the NBA, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And in order to endure the length of the season, you have to get away from it. You have to preoccupy yourself with things that aren't basketball related. A lot of guys have outside interests, they have hobbies, things that take their mind off of the stress of the NBA season. That, in part, allows them to stay fresh and be at their best when they're on the court during the grind of the year.
Now here's Curry, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Shoots. The Stars pull in the rebound.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Brown. With the drive, takes the 12-footer and hits it. Brown's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 13-footer and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, you know how dangerous he is.
And the shot no good. A bit short for Denver. They've gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Curry gets the bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hold the shot a little left. Bounce goes his way, though. He's got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot,
That's the way to do it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials. Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Suns have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And he lobs it up to the rim. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty. And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. He didn't have his feet planted. Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The Stars making a switch here. Junior's checked in. Here's Jones. Oh, it's just miss after miss right now. Outside, Brown. No good on the shot. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 from the floor. Fires for 3. The shot no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Johnson. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. Now a timeout called by the Stars. Some numbers here for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case, his confidence as well, because of this.
The Stars trailing. Junior outside. They need this. Oh, lights out. He's 0 for 1 to start. Outside Graham. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Knocks down the long J.
We know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period. Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
No good off the front rim.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce. Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going. And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Count the basket. Graham's got 5 now.
They show so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And Junior throws it down. And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick. And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with.
Ooh. Pass to Graham. Junior with it. Pulls it. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing. Playing really efficient basketball.
Junior's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Pass to Johnson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is Junior. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Jeffries on the wing. Junior.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And the free throw, no good. The Stars have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. There's a screen. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. From deep, gets the 3 ball to go.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Takes the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost. Well, everything's coming too easy. At some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
And that one's good. He's got 5.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, there's the alley. Pass to Jones. The three sinks the tray.
I just love the ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Suns lead by 9. Nice fake there to create the shot. So good. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Leading by 9. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
What I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered. And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, it certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Brent, there's always a lot of chatter about officiating, and usually not in a good light. So you tell me, what do you think qualifies as a well-officiated game?
You know, BA, that's an interesting question. I think first and foremost, the job of officiating in the high-speed action of the NBA is incredibly difficult. The bottom line is, we in the NBA have the best officiating in all of professional sports. 95% of the time they get it right. A few times they may get it wrong, and we tend to dwell on that. But by and large, these are the best, in my opinion.
On the court for Denver, and it's Johnson in at the power forward position. Juniors checked in for the Stars. The Stars trailing. The three is up. And the Stars get it back.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk. That's right in front of him.
But, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Outside Curry. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Johnson. Outside Grant. Now here's Brown. Lets it go from deep. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays. If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And he can't answer back. A 3-pointer offline. Pass to Johnson. Outside Grant. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the trifecta. Brown's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys. Now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Now a timeout called by the Stars.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts. And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at Brown, and I can see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
No good with a jumper from the wing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
For Denver, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Shoots from 14. Shot that time, not on target. So the Stars will take it the other way. From downtown, and the three-pointer goes. 11 points in the game.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game. His second in this quarter.
Outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
I mean, perfection. That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to that shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Back to Curry. Out to the right wing. Counted from distance. And the Suns lead by 13.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land. Giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
This one for 3. On target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The Stars making a switch here. Rams checked in. Well, Grant, you were able to represent the United States on an international stage. Give me a few stories about that experience.
And Brian, it was one of the highlights of my career. 1996 in Atlanta to play along with 6 members from the original Dream Team. Really, truly just one of the best experiences. I got a chance every day to practice with, to go against, to learn from Scottie Pippen when he was in his prime. I just finished my second year in the NBA. And it just truly was a remarkable, incredible experience. Gold medal. Really, like I said, one of the highlights of my career.
Loader got a piece of it. His first shot coming late. The jump shot is good that time. Grant's got his first points in this one.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening in capital
Pass to Johnson. Stripped away. And here's Grant. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And with that one, the deficit tripped to single digits. He's got 14.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Shot on the wing. Counting. Good. And the Suns lead by 10.
Got to fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Jacks up a three. This fire's there. 4 for 6 in the game now. The Suns have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Out left to the wing. He buries it from 3. The Stars shooting 52% from the floor so far. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The league resumed this season with a reduction in revenue, approximately 40% of which usually comes from gate revenues and attendance. That's required compromises from all of the stakeholders. And as eager as everyone is for the return to normality, it's a process and a painful one for the league's pocketbook.
Yeah, that's right. Good point, Allie. Thank you. Graham's checked in for Johnson. Grant outside. Back to Junior. Here's the three. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. The Suns have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop.
After this game, RBA coverage continues. LAS at LAW. LAW at LAS, we don't know.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the half. Count that one.
Yeah, LAS at LAW.
They've been the more efficient team.
This team pulling behind now.
5% shot form so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Grant's shot is off.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Griffith, he's a beast.
Here he goes.
On the drive.
Takes a 13-footer.
Unable to that time. Will Grant with the rebound. Ahead to Johnson Jr.
Junior outside. To the paint. Shot to stop the run.
Oh, yeah.
And what an aggressive
Oh,
move.
Grant
He's really trying to find
throws it down hard.
It's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who can take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
The teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Seconds left in the second period. Outside Grant. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Shot from the inbound. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Junior outside from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Junior's got 7.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 14. And we'll step away briefly. The 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Teddy's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime
Way to be
Show.
nice, Ronald. Hey, again.
Well, for the Suns, Kenny, give us your tip.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb, the ball. I mean, they played like stars.
Shaq, how'd you think the Stars were? Well, the bottom line is they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint. When these guys were standing behind the line, yakum, splakakataya, and that strategy backfired. I mean, they gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed.
Brown's a good leader.
It's just about time.
Better leader than Robin Shapiro, on some would say. Robin Shapiro reminds me of Mike Conley. Lee Angelo reminds me of a Trae Young, I'd say. Who reminds you of Luka Doncic.
And there wasn't too
Scott
much
Lee,
drama in the
honestly.
first half, but maybe things will tighten up.
He's that greatly raised. That's for Denver. Leicester doing a great job as well. You know, Robin Shapiro, Garnett, and Johnson Jr. once again. You know, Decker's behind, but you know, he's struggled over the years, and he's gotten to
They
get
still
better.
have time to make this a game, but they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit. And rejected.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And for Denver, he's covered by Curry. Curry with the block. Outside, Brown. Six to shoot. Drills it from deep. He has six.
I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Puts up a three. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Curry. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That is a pretty finish. Defense did all they could there. He just output.
For San Antonio, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. He's covered by Curry. It's a three-pointer.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Grant, you played 19 years in the NBA, but you had some serious injuries in your career as well. What extent has modern medicine enabled players to extend their careers, you think?
B.A., where was this modern medicine 20 years ago? Would have made my life a whole lot easier, but you were so spot on. Today, there's such an emphasis on taking care of players, making sure they recover. There's a sophistication with the training staffs and the sports science applied to it. And so now these players are coming into the league at a younger age and are being able to extend their careers for a length of time. And so I'm all for it. I love the idea of resting guys. I think big picture, protecting players and their livelihood is in their best interest. It's a good thing.
He's covered by Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
Coach is loving the ball.
For San Antonio, they've got 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And he tries in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And that one misses. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Covered by Junior. Stolen! Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And stolen by Graham. Down low. Deflected. Graham outside. And here's Junior outside. Knocks it down from distance. Junior's got 10.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Denver's shooting has been excellent in the third quarter, 57%. There's a screen. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, the issue of load management became a big topic in the past few years. What's your take on the regular rest for a lot of big-time players?
B.A., I'm a big believer in rest and recovery throughout the course of an 82-game season. I mean, it is such a long season. There's so much wear and tear, the travel, the pace of the season, the amount of games. So I'm all for that. Although I think sometimes we've gotten a little too far where we err on the side of too much rest and too much load management. So I hope the pendulum swings a little bit back where, yes, we emphasize it and we enforce it, but we don't go too far with it. I feel like it's not great for the game. It's not great for the fans. It's supposed to be hard. The season is not supposed to be easy. And so I'm a big fan of it, but we just have to be careful it doesn't get too far out of control. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And the first one at the line is good. one falls, so he hits both of them. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Outside Curry. Pass to Brown. To the inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands. Slams it down with 2 hands. Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Junior outside. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. That shot is off. So the Stars will take it the other way. Nails it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of the run.
Pass to Brown. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far. When they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Junior outside. There's the 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving up so many clean looks.
There's the screen. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Now a timeout called by the Stars.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Deciding to change it up. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
A minute and a half left to play in the third quarter here. Controls the rebound and the putback. Brown's got 20.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
He's covered by Curry. 20 feet out. Called in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats one. 2 points. That one goes. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too. Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Back to Jones. Junior outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, throw it down. Nice.
defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tipped, but he recovers it. Outside Jones. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert. And you look at him, he's giving up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
That one goes in.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic. Getting to his spot to move forward.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 14. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this. Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. And it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now Smith, and here's Brown for three. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game. And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And for the Suns, pass to Johnson. And here's Brown. 4-3. Can't get it to go. 10 for 13 on the game. Drops in the three.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now. Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And there's a pick. Going inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Great job drawing the foul. It almost converted the shot as well. Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Brown. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Jones. Pure from three-point range. Jones has got 6 here in the quarter.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense. Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Curry. Banked it in off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
The Stars have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Beyond the arc. I get the rebound. That shot off.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
5 on the clock. It's deflected. They retain possession. Free throw misses. Kenny sinks the second.
They've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half. And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Fires in the triple. He's got 19.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown. Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And he just driving a stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown. Oh, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out running and have not stopped. Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Defended by Brown. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks radical. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into it. Gotta almost be in their jersey to try to deny those hits.
Ooh, little pass fake there. Throws the D. Nice move. And the Suns lead by 8 for San Antonio. They've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this quarter. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points. Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Curry. Pass to Brown. The three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Clock at 6. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Misses the 3. The Stars trailing. The 3 ball. He drops it from range.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Curry with it. Pass to Johnson. Here's Brown. Launches a 3. Buries it from 3. Brown's got 35.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow. So impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Outside Jones. Shot is up. Yes! He nails it! Jones has got 8 here in this quarter. For Denver, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter.
You can really see his squad losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
left in the fourth. Here's Brown, and it's rejected. There's the drive, and goes again. His sixth basket in 7 tries.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game. Well, this guy is always going to tackle, very aggressive. Some players might kick it out there, not him. He's going right to the button.
He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Launches it. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Pass to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 9-point Denver lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most. And you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Let's go with a 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward. Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
From the line, and he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome to the greatest day of basketball. It's Los Angeles, Battle of LA. The Battle of LA begins at 1 o'clock. The battle's about to begin. It's okay, soaring lower, flying higher, and going into the nation. Two great teams, one nation. Who will win the Battle of LA? RBA, get ready!